Welcome to Light TV Zambia channel 121. Those people who are actually watching us on Topstar channel 121, and those who are watching us on Facebook or on all our digital platform, you can comment, you can actually call in. We are here right now on commission where we are discussing important issues, where we're talking about politics, we are talking about national matters. As Zambia steadily heads towards the next general election, conversation around leadership, accountability, development, and the future of our community are becoming louder and more important than ever before. Across the country, citizens are demanding a new kind of leadership. Leadership that listens, leadership that serves, leadership that delivers real change to the people. Today on commission, we turn our focus to one of Lusaka's key constituency, that is Munali constituency, an area rich with potential, vibrant community, energetic youths, hardworking marketeers, and growing expectation for meaningful development. But what exactly is this vision that different aspiring candidates have? What kind of leadership is being offered to the people of Munali? And as the nation approaches a critical electoral season, what alternatives are emerging outside traditional politics structure? Today, we engage a man seeking to position himself as a voice for the people and a servant of community transformation. Joining us in the studio is aspiring independent member of Parliament for Munali constituency, Mr. Obbie Musunga Chomba. Mr. Obbie Musunga Chomba, welcome to commission here on Light TV Zambia.
Thank you very much, my brother Shepard, for hosting us today, and yes, I'm grateful to the people out there, all our viewers, Mwabuka Shani, Maoka Bwanji, Muliwuti, Muliuli, One Zambia, One Nation.
Wonderful. Mr. Obbie, beyond politics, who is Obbie Musunga Chomba? I would love to know the journey into politics, just even beyond politics. Who is Obbie Musunga? Maybe you can elaborate on that so that we can understand you.
All right. Thank you so very much, my brother Shepard, for that question.
Yes,
beyond politics, of course, everyone comes from a background, from a family. I'm a firstborn. Obbie Musunga Chomba is my name. A 34-year-old youth based in Munali constituency. I'm a family man. I'm a firstborn in a family
Wonderful.
of 4. I did my secondary school in Northern Province at Mbala High School. I'm a Christian, a believer from Christian brethren. Also, something people must be able to know about Obbie Chomba is a gentleman that is groomed in a leadership home, and I believe that's where we started learning what leadership is all about. And so stemming from a home where my parents obviously are dedicated servants of the people at church as well as in the public space, I started appreciating leadership more, I think in my secondary school days, because I grew up as one of the youngest in many environments I was found in, at school, in classes. I was the youngest in every class I was, and I never had that privilege, obviously, to serve as a prefect or as a class monitor, but I knew the abilities that I had. And so when I reached grade 12 at Mbala High School, I started exploring and trying to learn more about myself, discovering myself, and ensuring that I expose myself to areas that would be able to position me and preparing me for such a time as this. So at Mbala High School, I was privileged to serve together with fellow pupils in the press club. I served together with fellow pupils there as press club president. So the role that you are playing here is one that I really appreciate. I'm part of all journalists around the country, as one who my teachers thought would be able to do mass communication, but then I ended up being in the health sector, trained as a pharmacist. At Mbala High School, when we were doing a press, we would go out in our communities, gather news, bring it in school, write articles, as well as present the news before the teachers and the pupils then. I'm a sportsman, and I started playing volleyball at a very tender age. I can play soccer, I've played basketball, chess as well. I love chess.
Okay, wonderful.
That sports world also shaped my discipline, shaped my focus on the kind of person I was developing. I knew where I was going. I wanted to be a lawyer, but then we had a very interesting conversation with my father, who actually pointed out to say, I think you would be suited best in the pharmaceutical industry, and I took up that course. So I served as a volleyball captain at Mbala High School. After so many years of struggling with medals, the team that we composed and shaped then brought a silver medal when we were leaving Mbala High School in 2008. So came to school. I was at Evelyn On College. Evelyn On College, I think that's where my political journey started from. I entered into Evelyn On College to study pharmacy, a diploma in pharmacy, and I started exposing myself again to the environments around me to see how best we can work together with the people, how I can add value to fellow students and the environments around me. The impact was made. Actually, I took up again, I joined the volleyball team. That's where we started interacting and collaborating. When I saw the gap again at Evelyn On College, I offered myself to serve the students at Evelyn On College. I was given a privilege to serve together with fellow students as a sports secretary. So we negotiated on behalf of fellow students to see that the welfare across Evelyn On College with different sports disciplines, whatever sports needs that we had, and the general perspective around student leadership. We ensured that we championed the cause, and we fought battles, won some, lost some, but everything shaped us and prepared us for a time such as this one. So my political journey, I would point at starting from Evelyn On College vividly, because then what we are doing now is similar at a small scale with what we did when I was at Evelyn On College. And so moving out of Evelyn On College, obviously in the pharmacy department, I actually sought to serve the fellow students then in the Evelyn On College Students, Pharmacy Students Association. I was in the committee as a member. I didn't go through as a president. Again, people thought, this young man, is he going to make sure that he delivers what he's saying? But then I participated in a different manner and contributed positively to the affairs of pharmacy students then. We worked together with management at Evelyn On College, championed corporate social responsibility with Pick and Pay. There are projects that we left behind that were in the pipeline to ensure that the sports infrastructure at Evelyn On College was well maintained and looked after. So moving out of Evelyn On College, I didn't stop there. I continued building myself and ensuring that I exposed myself to personal development and personal growth activities, seminars. I brought in mentors in my life. I worked. I have to mention here that I've never worked in government. I've passed through government ministries and systems for internship as well as collaboration where policies are concerned. And so when I came into society, obviously working in the private sector as a pharmacy technologist, I continued participating in
Mr. Chomba, maybe to cut you short, why did you not want to work in government? Like you have mentioned, you have never worked in government. What are some of your reasons?
All right. On that note, my brother Shepherd, we must be able to appreciate life, and you must be able to know where you are going in the first place. So when you have a vision, it will guide where you are going. I told my parent, my dad wanted me to pass through the government system because that's where he saved all his life. He retired last year. And I told him, the privileges in government are there, but I want to pursue a different direction, which you have not pursued. You have been an example and a very good leader in this space. I've learned my lessons your way, but can I try also the entrepreneurial way? Maybe that's another route I would be able to appreciate life and be able to add value in different spaces. So that was the reason. It was for me to go the entrepreneurial way, because I came to appreciate through mentorship and through self-development that it's not only a white-collar job that would be able to give you bread and butter and make you explore this world. And so I went the private sector way.
Okay. So, yes, wonderful. So I would love to know, Mr. Chomba, how has actually a pharmaceutical industry shaped your leadership style? Like you said, you didn't want to work, but you went actually to do that course. How has it helped your leadership style?
All right. Let me take this platform to appreciate mentors and our lecturers in the pharmaceutical industry, because that's where positioning myself as a leader of the community really started from. We were exposed to various courses, those that inculcated ethics and professionalism in us, as well as taught us how we must be able to interact with our communities, being at professional level, at personal level. And so the pharmaceutical industry has given me a platform for the world actually to be able to know who Obbie Chomba is. Through the practice within the pharmaceutical industry, I've gone up to studying Bachelor of Pharmacy at the Lusaka Apex Medical University, graduated in 2019. I'm an MBA finalist at the University of Lusaka. In the pharmaceutical industry, I'll start from the Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia. We've interacted with colleagues within the pharmaceutical industry, and various leaders have been able to expose me to teamwork that we've been able to integrate in different teams, being it organizing the annual general meetings, being able to participate in matters that concerns the profession, interacting with stakeholders in the profession. I served as a media committee member in the Kennedy Sign-led executive, and I was privileged to be part of the team that ushered in the Kigan Mwape-led executive. We've worked to interact with distributors within and outside Zambia. When I saw the need and the gap that we had within the Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia, together with colleagues, we sat down and thought we did not have labor and industrial representation. And so we sat down and made proposals to the profession. Together with colleagues, we thought it wise to establish, for the very first time, the Zambia Union of Pharmacy Professionals. And as we speak, I'm the current, I'll be leaving this position as I seek to serve the people of Manali constituency. I'm the current and founding General Secretary for the Zambia Union of Pharmacy Professionals. We fought battles within the pharmaceutical industry together with the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Labor and Social Securities. We've been able to negotiate on behalf...
Mr. Chomba, we do have a phone call. Hello, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Mr. calling from Tendele East.
Okay, sir. What's your contribution?
My contribution is that that's an encouragement as a contribution to the honorable.
Okay.
Yes. So the people are loving you so much, and we are rallying behind you.
Thank you.
The folks of Munari, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you, and continue with your energy. We are behind you, sir.
Truly appreciate.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for calling.
So quickly,
yes.
as I was concluding on how the pharmaceutical industry has been able to shape me. So we know that dominantly the pharmaceutical industry in Zambia has been dominated with mostly Indians.
Okay.
They are the ones that have been able to pioneer the industry. But I'm loving how the Zambians, also the indigenous, have been able to come out and be able to participate in economical affairs within the pharmaceutical industry. I'm an entrepreneur, and I happen to be one of those that have participated in shaping the direction of where the pharmaceutical industry in Zambia is going. I've mentioned as a General Secretary of the Zambia Union of Pharmacy Professionals.
Okay.
We've been negotiating on behalf of civil servants, public servants in the healthcare industry as a team, because we have other unions that we do work in collaboration with to ensure that the welfare of every health worker and every public servant is recognized and given that which belongs to them. So we fought those fights. I've been able to work with the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions. That's where ZUPP is an affiliate, and through the Zambia Congress of Trade Unions, I've been shaped also to sit at the highest level of governance, where the laws and labor laws are made in Switzerland, Geneva. We went there to ensure that we are part and parcel of the discussions during the general conference. And so this area, interacting with fellow pharmacists, pharmacy technologists, and all healthcare providers in Zambia, we've been able to be helped with skills to know how to frame policies, to know how to develop policies, and learn how these policies can be best implemented at community and grassroots level. So this pharmaceutical industry has exposed me. My previous post before went into seeking public office was country manager for a pharmaceutical multinational company called Ethifarm. And I left Ethifarm now seeking to serve the public, our communities within Munali constituency and across Zambia. I must mention that I've been able to move out of this country to see what others in the pharmaceutical industry and just general life, how people are living and how these laws are shaped, how we must be able to keep one another and contribute positively to the development of our country. And we are here to see that we add value to Munali and Zambia as a whole.
Okay, Mr. Obbie, thank you so much for highlighting your background and also your vast experience in pharmaceutical industry and also some of the things that you have been doing. I would love to know, Mr. Obbie, Honorable, why did you just choose Munali? Why Munali constituency? Why are you standing for Munali constituency?
Munali is home. And I must.
How do you mean? How is it home? Because you just told me that you grew up in Bala and this. How are you connected to the people?
So Munali, to start with, my grandfather firstly was in the same class with the late Dr. Kenneth Kaunda.
Okay.
My grandfather, Mr. Luando Chomba, passed through Munali Boys Secondary School, and when we are even being brought into Lusaka, the first place that I lived in is Kaunda Square.
Okay.
So when I was at Evelyn Non College, the place I was moving and living, staying is Kaunda Square. We've grown up. I've been 13 years in Munali constituency, and we've been able to create families, friends, business partners. We've created the bond that can never be broken. And so I find Munali to be my home, where we've built all these things I've spoken about. We have different businesses that we are building in Munali constituency. We've done projects at community level in Munali constituency. We live within community challenges, and we have appreciated the cries and the challenges of all of us in Munali constituency. So I've mentioned, having grown up, maturity for me is from Munali constituency.
Okay. Mr. Honorable, I would love to know, you have mentioned what are some of the challenges that you have seen, like personally, you said you have grown up in Munali. What are some of the challenges that people are actually facing in Munali?
So as one who have lived in Kaunda Square, Chamba Valley, moving into PHI, Salama Park now, I've come to appreciate
Okay.
The vastness of the constituency, the vibrance and potential that Munali constituency has. We've looked at how passionate every Munalian is about developing Munali constituency. We've appreciated that the pride of Munali must be held together, so much so that we develop this constituency. Talking about the challenges, my brother, I've passed through Kalingalinga Clinic. I was working as a pharmacist under ciders at Kalingalinga Clinic before it went into Roma. I've passed through Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital as an intern pharmacist. So you see that the location or the geographical area of Munali constituency is one that is on my palm, on top of my fingertips. We've passed through all the 5 wards now in Munali constituency, gone into the trenches in Kalikiliki ward, Mtendere East, Chainda itself, Kamanga itself, go to Chelston as well as Munali ward. You'd be able to see that the population in Munali constituency keeps on growing. We are now sitting, I'll speak Munali as a whole, we're sitting now at 316,000 people as of 2022, and the growth rate now is at 4%. We must be now at about 320,000 people. Look at the health facilities that we have. I would point you at, we are closer to Chainda. I would point you to Chainda Clinic. It's a health center. Look at the population that is feeding into Chainda itself. The facility and the health workers are choked on daily basis. And we want to ensure that we upgrade those facilities. Look at just when you go to there. I went there and found some patients that were being attended to. They don't even have bed spaces. They don't have bed spaces where people are going to be accommodated. Labor issues. Go at Chainda Clinic and be able to ascertain all these things. I'll be able to point you to sanitation. Sanitation is another issue a challenge that we have in Munali constituency. We do not have a dump site in Munali constituency, and if you go around the constituency, tulesunga ifisoso, mumayanda, tulepose ifisoso, mumisewo, tulepose ifisoso, where we are not supposed to. You know what I mean? So we don't have a proper and efficient solid waste management system that needs to help keep our environment clean and ensure that we live as a health people within Munali constituency. Sanitation itself, people are living in unsanitary condition. Abantu tuleikala mubusali. If you go around the constituency itself, majority of the areas ni makamba so that Munali niyo fipa. Ngati Steve Omela at Munali niyo fipa ni Stephen Achitukuku. Development we don't want, but let's agree that the constituency is very dirty and we must find a way on how best we are going to clean up the constituency itself. Sewer lines, I wrote on my Facebook page yesterday, you look at sewer lines, they are open. Mutendere plot mwevantu. Go to Kaunda Square, people are crying about all these, but people have given them a deaf ear. All the systems are shattered and they are not able to respond within a turnaround of 48 hours. There are instances where we've been called upon and we've responded. We've gone on the ground with cameras to ensure that the people responsible, especially Lusaka Water and Sanitation, responds, collaborates with the local government to ensure that those challenges are addressed. Talk about the now security issues.
Yes. So, Chomba, maybe just to cut you short, how are you going to eradicate this problem that you have actually seen, especially with sanitation? We have seen a lot of MPs who have actually come in, they have gone, they have said, no, they will be able to do this, but nothing has changed. What are you going to do different that is going to change this problem?
Thank you for that question, my brother Shepherd. If we tulalanda, ero tulengira muma politics, ero tulesa mukufaya tubombe abantu Munali na Muzambia. We have to make sure that we give the people our ears. Takwabe ntungulu shika bomba, ukwabula okumfa okulira kwa abantu. What are the cries of the people? And so we started this journey as declared that we are contesting last year in October. And we've been on the ground ever since, ukulanshanya nabantu all key stakeholders in Munali constituency, and we came up with a document. It's unfortunate that I didn't move with a document, but it's something I'll be able to share on soft copy. We have the Munali We Want Vision, which is a policy document, a developmental guideline that will be able to guide us where we are going as a people of Munali constituency, anchored on transparency and accountability of managing the resources and affairs of the constituency and the country at large. So, in the Munali We Want Vision, we do not only have the voices of the people. We do not only have the desires or aspirations of the people of Munali constituents, but we have a roadmap, and we've made proposals as to the solutions that we want to see happen in Munali constituents and Zambia as a whole. Because when I'm coming in as a servant of the people, I'm not only a servant to the people of Munali constituents, dedicated to Munali, but I'm a servant to the Zambian people. So now, let me communicate this clearly. When we are talking about the Munali We Want Vision, I mentioned the challenges that we have in Munali constituency, partly of the challenges that we have in Munali constituency. We are able to establish that when we look at health, water, and sanitation, we've made a proposal outrightly in the Munali We Want Vision that health, number one, we need a level 1 hospital in Munali constituency. And one who's coming from the health background and a pharmacist, the people of Munali constituency would have to benefit from my expertise and my skills to work together with the people, the team that we have at constituency level, or the WDCs, put our heads together, bring in technocrats to lobby and advocate for a level 1 hospital. Look at this area where we are in. Kalikiliki ward is one of the highly populated wards we have in Munali constituency, with over 90,000 people living in there. But look at the facilities that are in there. We don't have public facilities or government facilities in Kalikiliki ward apart from a health post. As one who understands the healthcare system in Zambia, for a place like Kalikiliki, which is in the urban place, the primary healthcare facility that we must have is a clinic, fully fledged clinic. Those health posts, which work only up to 17 hours, will not be able to serve our people adequately. So we are advocating for infrastructure upgrades as far as health facilities are concerned. It cannot be done at once. We have a vision. The Munali We Want Vision is a 10-year plan and beyond 10 years. But we would want to start. When the people of Munali constituents give us the mandate to serve as member of parliament, we will be able to start. Our priorities are in short term, medium term, and long term plans, and we have been able to categorize what short term looks like. Within 2 years, what are we prioritizing? Within 3 and 5 years, where our tenure ends, when the people of Munali constituents give us the mandate to serve as their area member of parliament, it ends at 5 years. What priorities are we going to be able to put in place?
Mr. Obbie, thank you so much for highlighting on that. I would love to know, Mr. Obbie, you are standing as an independent candidate instead of you joining an established party. Why did you decide actually to stand as independent candidate? You would have joined maybe any other political party, or maybe, I don't know, but you see.
My brother Shepherd. When you are moving into a territory and you've not appreciated much the in-depth of the happenings within certain groupings, being political parties in this case, there's no way I'll just jump in and say I'm going to be part of this part A or part B. I have to learn. Together with what we have appreciated, together with the people in our communities, the voices of the people in our communities, and I'll be able to make an informed decision on that. So when we came, we told the people of Munali constituents that I've never been partisan. I don't hold any card of any political party in Zambia. I've been a patriotic Zambian since I was born to date. I'm turning 35 years of age in June, and I've never held a party card, but I've been following and I've been participating to ensure that we shape this country to a destination where every Zambian would be able to appreciate. We've been able to call a spade, and we've been able to stand with our organizations, with our governments, with our people in the communities to ensure that we do the right thing. And so I came in this political environment to add value to our communities and to add value to our country as a citizen of this country. And I declared to go independent when I'm fully prepared by the people, given the mandate to be able to deliver their vision, because that vision, the Munali We Want vision, is not my vision.
Okay.
That is a developmental agenda anchored on the voices of the people, the desires of every resident within the 5 wards of Munali constituency. So I'll not be shaken to move to whichever political party, because then the ideologies may not align with what the people in Munali constituency want to see. And so when we start, we are starting with the people. I'm standing with the people, come rain, come sunshine. Now, our slogan is Amatwiku Bantu.
Okay.
And our symbol that we are going with is the steering wheel. We have to put the people themselves in the driving seat. Me, I'll stand in as a representative, as a negotiator, and as a voice of the people of Munali constituency and Zambia as a whole. So that is basically the anchor of my decision.
Honorable, I'm asking that question because some people believe independent candidates struggle to deliver because they are outside government structures. What is your response to this perception?
So, I mean, thank you. Mwashitafe winoko pushe your question. Ndala ndalionse. Natumwe bantu. Ubuteko bantu. Okay? People have got the power to hire and fire anyone who seeks public office. And so, even the resources we are talking about, they are taxpayers' money. And what governs all of us is the national constitution. You get my point? So government structures would not hinder one, regardless of being opposition or being independent or in the ruling party, to deliver development to their people. What we must be able to appreciate is what skills and knowledge do you have about governance? What knowledge and skills do you have about systems within the governance structures? What relationships have you established with development partners, both at local and international level? So, being independent, mwebantu, mwebekala chalo, konseko mletu mfuira, does not mean one would not be able to bring a development. In fact, it positions one to be able to showcase their negotiation power, to be able to speak the mind of the people, so much so that government would be able to listen to what the people on the ground really are saying. If I hide in party colors, perhaps I may be questioned and pointed to say, no mbaba chombe fimuliranda tamuishi vyati chino chalo efe tulenda nivi. So for the very first time, I'll move with the people, and the people will dictate where we are going as a constituency.
Okay. So, Honorable, many residents feel politicians only appear during campaigns. How do you intend to build trust and accountability with the people? Because we don't want an MP whereby when they are voted in, after being voted in, they are given power, then they will actually leave. Then they will appear when it is actually campaign time, like now it is campaign time. We have seen a lot of MP who were not actually working. Yes, how do you tend to actually build trust and accountability?
Natotera padi dwedi pusho, my brother Shepherd. Mwebekala chalo, mwebena Munali wanandi, commitment twalimipela Munali constituency. Ngomwana wenu, nga brother wenu, umwishkulu wenu, twalimono kweba tuma communities omo twikele. We've spread development, we've committed to projects even before mwatupelo mpando hapa kuikala ngomwana oli mu constituency twali afwana n'abantu muma wadza lekana abena kadikiriki abana bale shupi ko kupita pali karaka stream akale ya kumtendere okwisa mukalikiriki chitukuko area ngamwaya kulya twalibikako ka bridge TCDF twabomfeshe twali katana pamona community. We put up a bridge there. Twaya kukaunda square. Ngamwaya pa clinic kukaunda square. Pali fe toilet inga imo twali katana n'abantu ba Kaunda Square okubona fe pamona abale bombera palya twabika pona imbi toilet bamayo bale ya muri toilet yabo beka batata bale ya muri toilet yabo beka n'abana. And so those are commitment projects. We've been able to bring the Keep Munali Clean and Green initiative, and that's initiative we want to scale it up. Ngabatu pelo umupando. What we want kuleta manwaya pia twala sunga shani wino munali munchende monsemo twikere twala isunga shani ubusaka ama bin ngamwaya pama clinics yonse mwapita muma market yonse mwala sanga the Keep Munali Clean and Green campaign supported by Obbie Musunga Chomba. Those are projects that we've done together with the community. Tule afwana munchide shale kana. Not only that, aba matalanta, those that are in culture, those that are doing comedy, those that are doing committed to sports development, we started the Obbie Chomba Unity Cup. And we've declared that this will be an annual tournament so that we bring every Munari resident together. We keep our youths together so much so that they don't commit to bad vices. Twaliranda kale imisepera tieni twikatane bali mumkaucha bale pangama talanta twala supportana. We've committed to these projects and we've been supporting. When you go to Munali constituency, all the 5 wards mwaipusha na mumwishi Chomba, it's because umwana wenu wikere pano mwishukulu wenu wikere pano ali vamma communities ifirongani no nifinge feta twabombera chapamo ero tuchiri tude bomba na fena twalirando kwebati ifweta tudesha nangu bamo kunuma people living with disabilities ngamwamona muri structure twapanga pa constituency level we have an office where which is called inclusivity manager. We have someone sitting in that office who is our sister who is differently abled, and she's able to manage and connect and bring on board those people that are differently able to see how we can work together. So the Munali We Want vision is as a holistic approach to governance and developmental agenda within our communities. We want to assure the people of Munali constituents with the so many activities and projects that we are doing in Munali constituents. We cannot and we will never abandon the people. I'm only 35 years of age. Come June this year, I mean, we have so many things to do together with the people of Zambia. Who knows? When I come back, when I'm given the privilege to serve as area member of parliament, na wela bakesa nganachirika amatu kubantu bakesa mpera shani mupando kuya kuntanshi. So we have to project the future. The Keni tumibombere ero tulina maka aya kumibombera mwebekala chalo ichinwe cha Zambia. Yes,
Mr. Obbie, I would love to know, speaking about the community, and you are still a youth, I know. Yeah. Yes, in some communities within Munali, there has been a growing concern over the rise in drug abuse and increasing number of junkies on the streets. What interventions would your leadership put in place to address these challenges?
All right, so when we speak about leadership, we are trying to guide everyone, every resident, without leaving anyone behind, regardless of the political affiliation, regardless of the background where they are coming. We are inspiring them with the Munali We Want vision. So much so that we work together to achieve what we have itemized here, that would be able to work together using different channels of resource mobilization through the Special Purpose Vehicle for Development, which is CDF. We are going to interrogate whether the constituency is receiving that most pronounced 40 million that we rarely see in our communities. And so the junkies, inendi msepela munenu, ndi munenu ndifwidi okubomba na imwe. I'll bring the junkies close. On the 25th of June today kalamu Munali twalasenda mu abana bali abanono ebo bale itama junkie takwabo wafyalwe junkie pa birthday and ndefu atukakwate miu na we na tukalanshanye on how best we are going to govern together with them. I believe they still have life ahead of them. What strategies are we going to bring in Munali constituents to ensure that we reduce crime rate, we reduce issues of unruly behavior? Abanensu inendefu makuchipata la chabo me as a pharmacist. Na rishibefe barebo mfiafimo ama substance ya lebo naola. What we are going to do is to collaborate with the Ministry of Health, Drug Enforcement Commissioner, and the police service to ensure that we build friendly corners.
Okay.
You get my point? Friendly corners. Muma clinics yo tukwete. Abana besu, abana banensu balakano kuchai nama. Because of the discrimination sometimes.
Okay.
But as a local measure, to refer to pange friendly corners, so much so that those that are trained in psychiatry and psychosocial counseling abanensu, bakwate nchitwe ya kulalanshanya na babantu. Muma areas emo twikede, tufile tuwala kwata monthly projects or activities eo tuleba leta badabantu, ukulanshanya na vena. What are your struggles? Okay. How can we be able to help? We've proposed in the Munali We Want vision that we want to create crafts and innovation centers in Munali constituents. Ekwa babantu na badabonsa bashipwisi shama skulu, wakula sambirida, carpentry, wakula sambirida, plumbing, electrical, wakula sambirida, tailoring, wakashana, wakula sambirida, construction.
Okay.
If you're today for alliance, kuno tuikere bale kula abantu every day. If you ask me, niba nani abale kula? Twalirando kweba 10 tupange Munali blocks mwe bantu. Turefa anama bloku ama Chinese bale isamu kutupangira.
Okay.
These are activities where we have to involve our youths. Nganemu sepela ulelo le shapali administration na oversight ya constituents mfuire na monokweba 60% or 70 yama resources are in constituents. Abale bomba ni mi sepela shamu na constituents. The projects that we shall have, construction of these paver roads, we must ensure that imisepela shamu nali. But abe ni mule itata amajanki amakana abakwata. Exposure,
Mr.
they'll be able to deliver.
I would love to know, how are you going to get actually the funds to do all these things that you are explaining?
Okay, so one thing we've mentioned, that when you are given a privilege and the power, the influence to save the people, because that influence now is from the people themselves.
Okay.
This country has got different developmental partners. I'll start with government itself. Annually, chila mwaka tulakwata budget. Okay? At cabinet level, the members of parliament approves actually that budget. When the submissions have been brought together, we have to ensure that Munali constituents planning comes first of the projects that we want to see in the constituents. Even when we are submitting these proposals, we would have known that in the Munali We Want vision, ama priorities yabantu baku Munali, for example, is skulu. Ngato ya ukalikiliki, takwa abe skulu. Abana bale ya kuchibelo, mukusambirira na kukabulonga primary school. Bale ya mumpepo, mumfula, bambi bale bapunka no kubapunka. We need a school. And so, in that budget, that particular year, bonset file to aikata na WDCs, women and youth advisory committees, to ensure that those projects are prioritized. Nero today ku central government, na ku mukulombe ndalamo kweba ayama projects, nishina tukwata vision backed up with an implementation plan.
Okay.
So that implementation plan comes with the budget. Vonse pa constituents na twikala chilawadi uno mwaka kuli 40 million nalilanda okwebati even countrywide we cannot develop ilia MPA nono. Usually it's not even 40 million that we receive in our constituencies. Ngatu apoka ide MPA nono tuaiputula kwati nika keki bonse beka teko. There is nothing tangible that we are going to get out of that money. Okay. What we need to do is to sit, be united as a constituents, kuadu kufinshi balefwaya, because ama challenges sometimes yarap sana. Kuchelston tabakwete problem ya menshi, but ngamaya kukamanga problem ya menshi na kumutendere. If you tulera ndapo dionse, people are going 7 days without clean and safe water. Tien tumone okwebati uno mwaka ba kamanga na ba mtendere tuaba bikira ama solarized boreholes. Okay. Ama reserve tanks amenshinga na aya balusaka water na abakwata ama reserve tanks. You get my point? Okay. Uyu mwaka olesa utushida twakwa totulefa kama pavers tulitunga. So budgeting is very important, and we've done this at entrepreneurship level, as a pharmacist, and all areas where we have saved. We've passed through institutions which are very credible in this country. Talk about the Church Health Association of Zambia. I did my internship there.
Okay.
And we've learned and seen how prudently people use resources and do budgets to ensure that capital projects are delivered even within the time frame that we need. So these are some of the things. I know we'll have think tanks.
Okay.
Me, I'm not an expert in all the areas. You get my point?
Yeah, I get
So we need technocrats in different areas. Talk about projects, constructions. We must have engineers. We have NRDC. How best are they contributing to the development of our communities in Munali constituency? We have public health workers. How are we using the line ministries? Talk about me. I'm passionate about the green economy, Mwevantu. What is it that we are benefiting as communities from the Ministry of Green Economy?
Okay.
Talk about Ministry of Youth and Sport. Talk about Ministry of Local Government. These are ministries that are key to the development of our communities. But it takes a leader to humble themselves, learn and connect with all these ministries.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chomba. Viewers who are actually watching us, you are watching Commission on Light TV Zambia. Would love you to actually call in. You can phone in. The numbers are actually scrolling on the screen right now. We have opened for phone call. Please, if you have got a question for the MP, you can actually call in and he'll be able to answer. Mr. Honorable, you mentioned about Munari constituency has got 4 words. 5 words, yes. I would love to know who are some of the councillors candidates that you have unveiled that you actually be working with in order to drive your vision to move forward.
So, when you are moving into a constituency,
yes.
you must be able to connect with different people. And I'm glad that Bambia Bantu Nanguin Tungulushi in various communities, Mumamake, Temo Twikere, Amacha Lady, even different political parties, we are associating.
Okay.
We already started building these bonds before we aspired to serve the people of Munali constituency.
Okay.
Emerging councillors, majority of them, we are in talking terms, and we've supported some of them.
Okay.
I can point at the Chainda aspirant, Chainda Kalikidiki and Mtendere. Even those that are not in the limelight, we've been able to work together, support them, and we are still trying to see how best we can mentor more to come on board so that our communities have got vibrant young people, not only men, but women and women as well, ladies, to be able to contribute positively. In Kamanga, I was recently there, and we started our campaigns. Our campaigns officially started, and we are moving. We've been given timetable by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. So this week until Saturday, we are in Kamanga, Sebo, as well as Kamanga area. That's where we and Esther. These are the 3 areas where we are. So once I kwa Esther, Sebo, Kamanga. Tien twikatane n'okumfana okumono kwebati mwaumfa message yo tumikwatire bakansela abali kudya natumono kwebati tulendera chapa mona bena twalina bena twalanshanya n'abantu. We are working with everyone. We don't know who's going to be given the mandate by the people themselves, but we are bringing everyone. Sport in Munali. Me, I'm a sportsman, and we are already connecting. We've seen the grounds that were recently handed over to the people. They still need work. They still need work. But me, who's a youth concerned about the welfare of the young ones who are coming, we must be able to ensure that we connect and work together with the people. So, councillors across Munali constituency, we are in talking terms, and we are still working together, supporting where we can, and see to it that when we are given the mandate on the 13th of August, we will not start from scratch. We already have a plan, a vision, which is the Munali We Want vision, and we've shared the Munali We Want vision across stakeholders. The police service, various police stations have got this vision. We talk about the marketeers have got this vision. Talk about the councillors themselves. They know about the Munali We Want vision. And we are speaking the same language, because at MP level, it's legislature and policy implementation. At councillor level itself, that's where the advocates now for CDF, how we implement, is all done in the council chambers. And we want to ensure that we embrace everyone. Me, I will not sideline. I'll work with everyone the people would be able to give us. regardless of the political affiliation. Me, everyone is a friend. I'm a Zambian, I'm a Munalian, and I must make sure that I do not bring anything to do with discrimination. And that's why I'm moving with the voices of the people as an independent member of parliament.
Okay. Honorable, yeah, even as we are coming to the actually conclusion of this actually conversation, I would love to know if you are elected as a member of parliament, what legacy would you want the people of Munali to remember you for?
Please erase if and put when, because there is nothing impossible with God.
Okay.
And we believe that God brought us in Munali constituency for a purpose, so that His glory also can be pushed forward. Everyone must be able to learn that we are coming with servant leadership, and we'll be able to embrace the church as well. We need to ensure that the churches are part of the decision-making process within the development that we are bringing to Munali constituents. Because if you see, majority of our people in Zambia, I believe, are Christians. Those that are being confined in various religion groupings, or per se churches, I would call it. And so we want to embrace everyone. People of Munali constituents, fellow Munalians, will be able to remember Chomba as a visionary, servant leader, and result-oriented leader who passed through Munali constituents and contributed together with the people to shape and improve the face of Munali constituents, a constituency that holds pride and honor, which has produced leadership at its highest level in the presidents that we've had in this country. Talk about the late presidents, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Dr. Rupia Banda. You talk about the serving president and our former 60th Republican president, the late Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu. All these are products of Munali constituency. Before we moved Kalingalinga to Roma, everyone has been able to pass through Munali constituency. But how do we consolidate that rich history and be able to benefit from it in so far as development is concerned in Munali constituency? So your servant leader is here, the voice of the voiceless, one who's passionate about serving our communities with diligence and integrity.
Wonderful. What is your last message to the people of Munali who are actually watching you right now, and Zambia as the country prepares for the next general elections?
I would want to thank the Almighty God, thank the station here live, Light TV, yes, where we are, for the privilege even to communicate our message to the people of Munali constituency and Zambia as a whole. And so the people of Munali constituency, for unity, progress and development in Munali constituency, come August 13th, vote Obbie Chomba for Member of Parliament in Munali constituency. We shall be able to work together, hold hands, and stand with you in good seasons and bad season, in rain times and also times that we need to jubilate. We shall be able to stand together and ensure that we take Munali forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Obbie, actually, for joining us today on Commission and for sharing your vision and your journey and your aspiration for Munali constituents and the nation at large. Thank you so much for coming at Light TV Zambia. It has been an honor to have such a conversation, seeing a youth like you actually aspiring to be an MP for Munali constituency. That means that actually the nation we are developing, and what you have shared and the information and the insight and also your manifesto, we really appreciate for that one. Thank you so much. To all our viewers, thank you for staying with us throughout the important discussion. Continue engaging a peaceful, responsibly and actively as citizens, because democracy works best when the people participate. From all of us here at Commission, have a blessed day and stay safe. Thank you for watching this Commission, and this has been your host, Shepherd Mulenga. Until next time, bye-bye.